The hospital literally ignored me for like 8 hours when I was in labor with my 2-year-old. Well, he wasn't 2. You know what I mean. So we show up, right? Mind you, I had went on a pontoon earlier that day and my water broke and I didn't know because I was in a bathing suit. Then my cousin's wife pointed out like, girl, did you pee yourself or did your water break? And I'm like, no, it's probably pee. I pee myself all the time. She's like, yeah, no, I've had 4 babies. I think your water broke. So I go start getting my stuff already. I mean, like I overpacked like 5 bags for the hospital. And then I just start getting like contractions, but bad. This is my first pregnancy ever though, so everything is just new. I don't know what's bad, what's not, what's a contraction, what's not. I had a labor scare like 2 weeks before this. Went in, got admitted, had to stay for like a couple days, but I was only 1 centimeter dilated, so they sent me home. That was absolutely horrible, the worst time of my life. So I didn't want to go through that again. I really didn't want to go up to the hospital if I was not about to have my son, the little boy you just saw. My mom told me to use a contraction timer. She's always like low-key stressing but act like she's not. So I start timing them, and sure enough, they're at like 8 minutes apart, but then they'll randomly be like 20 minutes apart. So I'm like, okay, I'm not in labor. We end up going up there anyways because I was like literally crying. It hurt so bad. I found in both my pregnancies that pregnancy is really like your period, and when I'm on my period I get back cramps, so I was getting back contractions and they're worse than regular contractions. We go to the hospital. I tell them like, hey, I'm having really bad contractions. I'm like having pain in my lower back. Really, that's what I told them, pain in my lower back. I didn't even know that they were contractions. I just was assuming. They're chilling, you know, they get me in the room, everything's all Gucci. I tell them I want to go unmedicated. If you've went unmedicated, you know that they low-key try and force the epidural on you. They were like, the anesthesiologist is leaving, so if you really want it, you need it now. You need it now. I'm not getting it, girl. Leave me alone. Then they were trying to get me to take Pitocin, and I'm like, why the F would I take Pitocin? Pitocin makes your contractions worse to go make it go faster, by the way. Why would I take Pitocin if I want to go natural? Like, I don't want it to be worse. I can barely handle this. I have my whole vlog on YouTube if you want to see me IRL. It was my first YouTube video. But okay, so we got there at like 8 o'clock at night, and my water had not fully broke. It just like ripped a little, but he wasn't gonna come until that water pop. They told me at like midnight they were gonna come pop my water. Nobody came. So I'm like asking the nurses, when is somebody gonna come? They're like, oh, they'll be here soon. One doctor is sleeping, literally sleeping, because it's her like mandated nap time. I don't freaking know. All I know is I'm in labor. But then they go MIA at like 4 a.m. Mind you, I cannot sleep with these contractions. So not only am I in pain, but now I'm up all night. Then I hear all this commotion going on outside. People are running, code blue or code red, something, code something. There was a crazy pregnant lady on the loose or something. I don't know. They needed all hands on deck though, I guess. Then there was a student with my nurse when she came in, which I don't mind, but where have y'all been? Finally, this new doctor, actually nurse practitioner, comes in to pop my water. Then here comes the nap doctor behind her. Like, girl, F you, where have you been? The one pops my water and they're like, we're just gonna deliver you. No, give me my doctor. Mind you, my doctor's dad had just passed away, so I do kind of feel bad looking back, but I was not doing this without him. That's my boy. And he wasn't supposed to come in, but he came in for me. I think he knew I was stressed. They had me entirely messed up, literally from 12 o'clock until 9 in the morning when I had my son. I think I saw a nurse one time. This is not a horror story though. My baby's happy and healthy here. We made it, but like, do better.